Yo, what's going on, Draft League fans? My name is IronBoffin, coach of your Rochester Ride-Ons. By the way, if you want to pick up any Rochester Ride-On merch, you can. There's a link in the description below with the merch link there. But I am here for PPL Week 4. We are currently 3-0, and we are going up against Jay. So, super pumped. I think we have a really fun team. Jay's team, the matchup here is looking pretty good. They got the Meowscarada looking scary. Raging Bolt is terrifying. What a crazy Pokemon that thing is. Monkey Dory, Excadrill, Rotom Heat, Araquanid, which could be a little freaky deaky. That could come purely for sticky webs, and it can do a little bit of stuff while it's here, so it's kind of scary. And somehow Hoopa Unbound is allowed in this league, and then also allowed to Terra. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hoopa Unbound is crazy. Gramble, Hippowdon, Dunsparce, and regular Paldean Tauros. But I'm bringing the 6 mons that I think we need to win, so let's go over them. We are bringing Friend the Ogerpon. Haven't brought Friend very much. Rocking 176 Jolly speed. That will outspeed everything. I believe that outspeeds Tauros. Yeah, I believe I'm outspeeding Tauros with that speed. I expect Monkey Dory. If Monkey Dory comes, it's going to be Scarf, just based on how it is. So I'm not even trying to outspeed that for whatever reason. So I am expecting to see Scarf, Monkey Dory, but we're bringing this. We got the Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech, Stomping Tantrum, and Knockoff. Stomping Tantrum is really cool because I have the Mold Breaker ability, so I can hit Rotom Heat through its Levitate ability with Stomping Tantrum and guaranteed one-shot unless they're Shuka Berry, which would be the funniest thing ever to put on a Rotom Heat. There's a couple funny things it could do, like Ability Shield, so that way I can't hit it with Stomping Tantrum, so we got to scout for that. And then we have Ivy Cudgel for, like, the Excadrill, the Meowscarada. Even Araquanid does not like, I think Ivy Cudgel 2-shots Araquanid. So that thing doesn't like me. And then we have the Horn Leech in case I can, like, kind of pick off something like Hippowdon, for example, and steal some of its health. And then knock off if, you know, just general, like, I'm not, you know, they're going to switch. I just knock off. So easy Ogerpon set there. Next up, we have Shoto. We have Shoto, the Alolan Ninetales, a pretty regular staple on this team. Rocket Aurora Veil, Snowscape, Blizzard, and Moonblast because they have the Hippowdon. Now, I don't expect them to bring the Weather War, but I've done that before in like last season of PPL where I didn't expect the Weather War per se, and I was dangerously unprepared for the Weather War. So we're bringing Snowscape in case they try to switch in Hippowdon to my Snow. I can set the Snow back up and really mess them up. Like, they will have a very bad time. And the good news is Shoto can kind of switch into Hippowdon because I get the defense boost in the Snow. So we're pretty bulky on the defensive end. Aurora Veil, obviously, to set up both Light Screen and Reflect. Kind of slow down the game on my end, give myself some time here. And then we have Blizzard and Moonblast for, you know, our general coverage. Because it hits everything except the Excadrill is neutral, so it does what we needed to do. The biggest problem with Shoto is it doesn't let Araquanid in. Araquanid does not give a single damn about this thing. I thought about running Freeze Dry for Araquanid, but I do we get Freeze Dry. But I like Blizzard. I like the Blizzard in prep. So next up, we're gonna bring in Papa Bear. We're bringing Papa Bear the Bear Take, rocking the Slush Rush ability with Life Orb, Ice Crash, Liquidation, Close Combat, and Terra Blast. We have enough speed here to outspeed Meowscarada in Snow. I couldn't outspeed a lot of his Scarfers. Like, I don't expect Scarf Excadrill. That doesn't make any sense. Scarf Rotom could come, but I don't care. But yeah, so we're outspeeding Meowscarada at max speed as long as we're in Snow. And we have Ice Crash, Liquidation, Close Combat, Terra Blast. Terra Blast, we went Terra Electric Terra Blast because if the Araquanid does show up, I need to be able to hit it hard. Otherwise, Araquanid can be kind of scary. So we're rocking that because then that was a guaranteed one-shot. So basically, if this mon gets to come in, it's one-shotting everything. The only things that stand in this thing's way are like an Intimidate Gramble and Intimidate Tauros. Both of those things kind of slow me down, but that's okay because hopefully we can get some damage off before they do that. Next up, we're bringing Radon the Rhydon with Terra Fairy. So this thing's job is to wall the Raging Bolt. With Terra Fairy, I am immune to both stabs of Raging Bolt. Like, you can't hit me with electric moves because I have Lightning Rod. And then I'd be immune to Dragon moves as a Fairy type. So we have Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Mega Horn, and Earthquake. I really need to focus on getting the Stealth Rocks up because that limits things switching in, like Araquanid, for example, because that'll take 25% unless it's wearing heavy-duty boots. And then a lot of things just generally don't like taking Stealth Rock damage, like Rotom and things like that. So we need to get our Stealth Rocks up. We need to try to do that. And then, you know, obviously Eviolite, and I'm Max Spadef to take hits from... hopefully I take a hit from, like, Monkey Dory before I Terra. Or Monkey Dory is kind of a weird Pokemon. It's got a lot of weird coverage moves, so I don't really like that thing. And it also has a Terra type, so it can literally do a lot of things, as you'll see. And then Hoopa Unbound, I also take hits from Hoopa, because if it's running special Hoopa, we take hits from that. If it's running physical Hoopa, we obviously take hits from that. We don't want to take a knockoff from Hoopa, because then we lose our Eviolite. But next up, we have Nero. We're bringing Nero this week as kind of a pseudo... if you can try to check Meowscarada, boy, this thing is trying its best. This thing has Roost, Defog, U-Turn, and Brave Bird with the Rocky Helmet. So, if Meowscarada is out, obviously Meowscarada has the Protean ability, and goes for like a Choice Band triple Axle, I'm pretty sure it either kills Nero or Nero dies to 2. But the Meowscarada has to hit all 3 triple Axles 2 times to kill Nero from full. So, hopefully, and then obviously we would do a ton of Rocky Helmet damage in exchange for Meowscarada, and I'll take that damage if that's what it comes down to. This thing also blocks Excadrill. Like, if I don't bring Nero, Excadrill is a major problem, so we have to bring it. Like I said, I don't plan on them bringing Weather, but if they do, we need to have an answer for it. So we're bringing Nero this week. And then last up, who would have thought the actual, like, one of the stars of the team coming out, Meloetta here. We have Kyoka the Meloetta. So what's cool about Kyoka here is we're rocking max special attack, max speed, and Assault Vest. So what is our goal here? Our goal is to take hits from Raging Bolt and Rotom and Monkey Dory. So the goal here is just take hits and kill stuff in return. Throw off Hyper Voices, throw off Psyshocks, do some damage. That's the goal with Kyoka here this week. And I like the team. I think we have the pieces we need. We're currently 3-0. Let's try to make it 4-0. Let's get into the game. Ooh, we are back for week 4 of the PPL. We're going against JayVee. He's got, what do we got? We got Meowscarada. We knew that was coming. We got Meowscarada. I misspelled it. We got Monkey Dory. Raging Bolt. This is it's pretty similar to what I expected. But they did abandon. They're not playing the Weather War. They're not interested in playing the Weather War, so that's interesting. We have Hoopa Unbound. We have the Dunsparce, who I knew was coming because of Spectre, but I didn't bring Spectre because of that. So we have, there we go. And I believe he is revealed to be Terra Fighting Hoopa, Terra Fire Monkey. Terra Fire Monkey. And then let me just confirm. Terra Fighting Hoopa, right? Terra Fighting Hoopa. Okay, so that's good to know. I still really like my lead of Ogerpon, but I think my lead of Radon is much safer. I don't see any hazard removal. No, I think does... can't remember if you get defog on that. I'm gonna lead Radon. I think Radon is the best lead. Also, I'm on the Switch 2, so let's see how sick the Switch 2 looks for this game. Finally got the... I say finally got. The Switch 2 is finally out, and I am on it. So let's see how this game looks. I haven't battled on it yet, so this will be interesting for sure. For sure. All right. Good luck, JayVee. Let's see what goes. Okay, so it leads the Monkey Dory. Now, I'm in a great spot here. They could just go for Parting Shot. Monkey Dory. Can you hit me for anything? You have Grass Knot. I could Terra Fairy right now, and that's not a terrible play. If I Terra Fairy, that's actually a really bad play. I would predict this thing to have the Grass Knot, so I'd rather not die like that. He is Terra Fire, though, so if I go out into... Let's go Meloetta. Meloetta is our answer to this thing. Honestly, it kind of plays too smooth, too fast. I don't... This game is crazy. Okay, so let's see what the Monkey Dory wants to do. I don't want to take a Grass Knot off the rip. Okay, he just goes for U-turn. Okay, so that hurts. I wish I had got my thing up. U-turn. So maybe Scarf. I'm smelling Scarf right away. So that's good to smell. Our smelling is working, chat. So let's see who you go into here. Meowscarada makes a lot of sense. So let's see what you do. Let's see what you do. It did a lot of damage. Didn't do that much, actually. I think that's probably just what it would do. There's no way it's physical or anything, so... Obviously, the Hoopa is, like, a big concern. The Hoopa is very scary. Got Advanced GG. Code BOFFIN. Peach Rings. Do it. You know you want to. Who are they going into? They're thinking really hard on this one. In comes the Rotom. Okay. So I've seen the Rotom matchup a couple of times. I do want to click knockoff here. Because there's a lot of things this thing could do, and I want to make sure it's not doing anything stupid. So let's go ahead, and Meloetta isn't looking as useful as it could have been, depending on what they brought. So I'll just go ahead and go for a knockoff, and we'll see what Rotom wants to do. Because I want to knock off a Scarf, potentially. If this thing's Nasty Plot, could do a lot of things. So we'll see what we can get done here. Let's see what we can get done here. Okay, so I'm faster, so we know he's not Scarf. Light Clay. Okay, good. That's actually huge. So we take away screens. Or we take away Light Clay stuff. Light Clay. Reflect. Okay, that's good news for me. I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day. And then while he's doing stuff, I'm going to try to waste some turns with, like, Hyper Voice here. Let's get some chip on this thing. If I only need, like, a little bit of chip for Beartic to kill this thing, so... Also, no Araquanid. Araquanid was actually a huge threat that I was afraid of. Because of, like, sticky webs. And just in general, like, Choice Banded Araquanid hurts so bad. So I'm very happy to not see Araquanid here. No Araquanid, no Weather. Definitely not exactly the team I predicted, but... Yeah, Monkey Dory Scarf does outspeed my Beartic in Snow. So we're going to have to be very worried about that. We will have to be very concerned about that. Said I'll be able to get off a big Hyper Voice here. Okay, they switch out into who? Who are you switching into? Raging Bolt comes in. Okay. That's good damage. Honestly, I think I'm going to take more damage. This is another Mon that if I just need a little bit of chip... Actually, I just kind of got the chip I needed. Because now, this thing could Calm Mind in front of me, I guess. Could Calm Mind in front of me. I did about the damage I would expect, so I don't think he's super bulky. It looks like he's pretty offensive here. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take my Hyper Voice damage, to be honest with you. I'm going to take my Hyper Voice damage. Switches out. He's letting me hit stuff, so... There we go. I'm taking my damage. I'm taking my damage. I will stay here and click Hyper Voice. Yep. All right, there we go. Meloetta takes a first knockout. Meloetta taking out the Rotom. That's actually huge. Takes out Rotom. Heat. I like that. Meowscarada comes in now. Okay, so Meowscarada, obviously a big, big problem. Meowscarada is a huge problem. It could do a lot of things to me that are really, really, really annoying. I'm assuming I don't take any hit. I'm just curious. Meowscarada. Knockoff will kill me for sure. So let's go into Narrow. That's the whole plan. If he predicts the Narrow and goes for the triple axle, which is what I assume he has to be to like kind of do some Damaggio, we'll see how that goes for us. So let's see what he does. Goes for the knockoff. Protean. Yep. Okay, so he knocks off my Rocky Helmet, which I don't like. And the Reflect wore off, so that's good. Knocked off. Oh, knocked off. Do I not do the Rocky Helmet damage? Are you like punching gloves? I guess I don't know that mechanic. So he's a Dark type now. He can do a couple things. I want the damage on this thing more than anything. Who's your switch into this? Raging Bolt. I'm trying to think if okay, I'm going to go for a U-turn. I'll go for a U-turn and see what you want to do. Okay, you go for U-turn. You go for U-turn. I go for U-turn. I forgot Protean got nerfed where you don't change abilities like every time. Such a kind of silly... I feel like that was such a silly nerf for Protean, but... Okay, so yeah. So we go. You have Monkey Dory. I'm getting out of here. See you later. Okay. So I am expecting this thing to be Scarfed. And my best answer to Scarf this thing is Meloetta. So we'll go into Meloetta. I am asking to take a U-turn, which I don't like. But what I can do is I can actually just go for a knockoff into something. Monkey Dory. I'm assuming he's Scarf. U-turn's doing 31% to me. Nothing else is doing anything. I can either throw off a Hyper Voice or I can throw off a knockoff. Let me try to think here. Who's coming in here? I could just also U-turn, but I don't want to U-turn because if he stays in, I don't have a switch in for this. Let me go for a knockoff. Yeah. So Meloetta is getting whittled down, but Monkey Dory low-key is the problem right now. Monkey Dory is the problem. Okay, in comes Hoopa Unbound. So we'll get the knockoff off, which is going to be nice. God, this thing's crazy looking in this game. Okay, how much did I do to you? I got your Assault Vest off. I'll take that all day. So you're going to Terra... Are you going to Terra Fighting here? I'm going to U-turn, so you're going to have to Terra Fighting in front of me. So you were Terra... Okay, so you were also AV. And you're going to let me... Oh, I almost take you out. That's crazy. Okay, so who's switching into this thing? Who's dying? Who's dying? I think we can go into Radon here. I'm pretty sure my Radon handled the calcs of this pretty well. Hoopa Unbound. He is Terra Fighting, which is scary, but I can still go for my Terra Fairy here unless he goes for... I don't want to let him just whack me with a knockoff. Let me go into Narrow. I feel like we don't need Narrow super bad. I'm going to go into Narrow here. I don't love this play, but I also don't want to lose anything important on... Go for Dark Pulse. Okay, so he's going to take out Narrow. Do I want to try to save this to, like, reflect later? I don't think so. I think he just clicks Dark Pulse again. Can I go into Shoto here? This is going to be a bold play. This is probably the wrong play, but I'm going to do this. I might be able to roost up later on, like, the Dunsparce, for example. So I'm going to try to save Narrow there. Let's go into Shoto. Get our Snow up. Go for Dark Pulse. We eat this up. Does 0. Steals my Icy Rock, which is actually hilarious. That's actually hysterical. Okay. So I can go for my Veil, or I can go for... You just give me this. I'm just going for a Moonblast. At least the snow did go up with Icy Rock, so I should be good there. Rotom's pretty low, though. Rotom probably doesn't take to... I don't think Rotom takes to whatchamacallits right now. Okay, we go for our Moonblast. Let's just take this out. Ninetales takes Hoopa. Kills Hoopa. Unbound. That's actually huge. Getting rid of Hoopa is good. And then that also basically locks him into Terra Fire Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory is going to come in. Is he going to Terra Fire here? I don't think I need to let this go down. I do want to see if I'll bait the fire move out, though. If I go for... No, he's faster than me. I don't need to, like, sack Shoto here. Let's go ahead and sack... I'm just thinking we need to be really careful of the Meowscarada that's still around. This thing's obviously a big problem. But if he goes for the fire move... Let's go into Narrow here. Let's sack Narrow. I think sacking Narrow makes the most sense. We obviously have a lot of snow turns left. I'll let you take Narrow. Because we only really brought Narrow for defog. Go for Psychic. Okay, so Monkey kill. Okay, that's fine though. Monkey kills Narrow or Corv with Psychic. So he's faster than me with what he has, so let's not do that. Meloetta is very free, so I can just go into Meloetta and knock off again. Or maybe I throw off a Hyper Voice. Maybe I actually like attack this thing, I think. This thing's a problem. He's locked in the Psychic, though, so can I go into... have we, like, confirmed Scarf? I think we have, but let me go into Meloetta. We haven't, like, confirmed Scarf. Let me go into Meloetta. I'm only suspicious of Scarf. Okay. So what does he have left? Can I go for another knockoff here? And just take some item? We've knocked out Rotom Heat, so I can't come in. Raging Bolt took a big hit. Yeah, I like a knockoff here. If I get rid of this thing's Scarf, Beartic is looking awesome. So what's he going to do here? Let's see if he's Scarf or not. Because if you're Scarf, you hard switch. If you're not Scarf, you U-turn. So let's see what you do. Hard switch. Okay, so let's go ahead and really lock in that Choice Scarf because that just makes a lot of sense. Okay, Raging Bolt comes in. Yeah, I think I can knock this thing out with a Hyper Voice. Oh, I take away the Power Herb. That's kind of nice. Actually, you know what? I could probably get into Radon here. Or I can risk it for the Biscuit. Hyper Voice almost did that much. I'm going to send it. Because I wall this thing anyway. We take those, Meloetta. Let's go. Meloetta KOs Bolt with Hyper Voice. Meloetta, dude. I'm telling you, Meloetta is nasty. Meloetta is nasty. Okay, Masquerada comes back in. That's a problem. We know that's a problem. I gotta basically choose a sack here, which I don't like doing. Which I don't like. But honestly, do I just let you? If I let Meloetta die here, Monkey Dory is a problem. So I don't think I let Meloetta die. What do you got left? Yeah, this Monkey and the Dunsparce. What do I need? I think Ogre's not super good. Let's send in Ogerpon. I don't think we super need Ogerpon at this stage. And if I can get into Rhydon safely, then I'll feel better about... Because I can, like, Terra Fairy on Rhydon. Because I don't need Terra Electric on Beartic this week because he didn't bring a Rakuten. So let's send in Friend. Goes for if he goes for knockoff, then it's fine because I can't lose my mask. And I will do... Okay, goes for Flower Trick. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's going to do... It's 4 times resisted. So, yeah, 0. Crit. That mattered. Okay. So I mean, he can go if he's banded. He can go for a triple axle and probably kill me. I think triple axle would kill me, but he's got to hit 3 at triple axles, right? So I just go for an Ivy Cudgel here. Okay, so he's not banded. Not banded. Or choice, not choice. Which is fine. That's good to know. We saw knockoff, and then we saw Flower Trick, of course. Let me just whack the Monkey Dory, please. Let me hit the Monkey Dory with a big Ivy Cudgel. No. I was gonna say. Then let's see if this gets... If this is a 2-shot, we're looking good. If it's not, then yeah, it's 0. That was basically no damage. How many turns of weather do we have left? We have 1 turn of snow left, so that's actually fine. I could do a couple things. I could knock off here. We don't, like, need Ogerpon, is the thing. So I could just take my damage and be happy with it. What is the Dunsparce item likely to be here? I'm just going to take my damage on this thing, to be honest. I'm going to take my damage on this. Anything to get everything kind of down to... Okay, goes for Bloom first. Oh, and Friend lives that. That's kind of crazy. Friend lives that. That's nuts. All right, let's go for the Ivy Cudgel. Take it out. Yes. Okay, so Ogre kills. Okay, there we go. Ogre kills the Dun. Bye to Dunsparce. I miss you, buddy. I miss you on my team. We had him last year. I missed the Dunsparce. Pretty cool Mon. Okay, so now he goes into... I think he just goes into... Monkey Dory and just kills me. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. He could go into Meowscarada and kill me too, though. Meowscarada also kills me. Yeah, here comes Meowscarada. Okay, so I think you can just U-turn and kill me. I'm obviously not switching into that. I'm never switching into that. I'm letting you take friend here. Meow kills friend. Oh, okay, so you use your Protean to turn into Dark type too, so that's fine. Okay, so, okay. I think I'm actually in a decent spot to go into Shoto here and just click Blizzard. And I get the snow up for a little bit. Or I could go into Radon and Terra Fairy, but if I Terra Fairy Radon, I think it's fine to Terra Fairy Radon here. He is a Dark type, he can't change types again. I'm actually going to go Radon here. I'm going to go Radon. I don't know if this is the right play. But we'll Terra Fairy and we'll Earthquake. Because, yeah, no, I think that works. Let's do it. I think that works. I'm a little nervous about this. Endgame's gonna get a little ugly. It's 4-2, but I'm still a little scared. And we still have, like, Beartic, but the problem is his... I wonder if Terra Fire Blast will kill me. If I can get... No, because both of his mons are faster. I won't be able to get Aurora Veil back up. Maybe could have tried here with Ninetales, but I think this will play out fine. Okay, so we're going to Terra Fairy. I think his play is to knock off, maybe. To get rid of my Eviolite, so that way Monkey Dory can just kill me. But then I get to see what Monkey Dory's choice into, which is good. Goes for knockoff, yeah. Okay. So Rhydon should kill this thing, I feel like. Takes off my Eviolite. Okay, didn't quite kill. Didn't even come close. But we'll still Earthquake again. Even without the Eviolite, I don't think you can knock me out. Terra Fairy Radon, let's go, buddy. Come on. Sets up spikes. Okay, that's a good play to try to break a Sash. That's a good play to try to break Sash here. So Radon is gonna take. Rhydon kills Meowscarada. I mean, I don't have Spike. I don't have Sash on Beartic, but that's still a good play. So then Monkey Dory comes in. He's gonna have to Terra. He's gonna have to lock into his poison move. I think I just let him. I think I just let him. Yeah. No, I just let you pick your move that you're going to lock into. Yeah, it goes for the Sludge. There's no point in doing anything silly, goofy there. Because if I switch into the wrong thing, that could be bad. So Monkey kills Rhydon. I just don't think he has what he needs in the tank to beat me. Does Meloetta take a Sludge Wave after Spikes? Monkey Dory, Sludge Wave is doing 100 damage. Max. My best bet to... Yeah, no, I think I go ahead and do... Oh, God. How much HP? I think this thing's like full HP still, which is bad. I won't take that much from Spikes. There's no way, right? He's locked in his Sludge Wave. I don't want to go into Beartic yet. Okay. In theory, I should live this. Unless he's modest. If he's modest, then I don't live this. What type this is? What does the most of this thing? Side Shock does the most. If he's modest, he always kills. Oh, not modest. Okay. So we're going to get some big chip on this thing. Big chip. Okay. Man, I wish I had Aqua Jet. Okay, let him kill me here. Okay, so Monkey kills Meloetta. Monkey kills Mellow. And then does Beartick live a hit from this thing? It might not. Sludge Wave does 67% max, so I just go into, yeah, I just go into Beartick. Do I let it crit? No. He has to crit me here. If he crits me here, he wins. And Liquidation always kills, so we just do that. That's just what he's playing for a crit. It's no! That's fair, man. All right, GG's. We got a lot of hacks last week. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. But like I said, that's what happened last week. So I dodged a lot of hacks. Hacks pays itself back every time. GG's, man. GG's. Monkey Dory coming through with the sweep there. Shouldn't have let Corv go down just so that way he couldn't scarf into that. But you know, what do you get? He needed a crit to get me, and he gets the crit. But like I said, good games. We're 3-1 in the season, so not too bad. We took it down to a 1-0. Unfortunate to lose that way, but like I said, I won a lot on hacks last week, so we'll take it. GG. Check out his link and stuff. He'll be down in the description below. And check out all the other great coaches as well. So I will catch you guys for week 5 of the PPL. See you guys later. Have a good one.